Hello, hello, I'm Ruby, this is Ruby Red, and today I'm here with a very exciting announcement, which is that Wonderthon is back. That's right. Last year we did the Ancient Wonders Readathon, and this year we are moving forward in time to Renaissance Italy. So the Renaissance Wonders Readathon is a team-based, strategy-based readathon that was created and hosted by my friend Lizzie from Lizzie's Literary Life. And the readathon is taking place Saturday, June 15th to Sunday, June 30th. So you have 2 full weeks plus an extra weekend. I'm going to do my best here to explain how this all works, but Lizzie's announcement video is linked down below, and that's going to cover absolutely everything. And there's also a Google Drive, a Google Doc down in the description that has all the rules, the prompts, and FAQs that you can read through to try to get a full understanding of this frankly complex readathon, but that is the fun of it. So there's also the Discord linked below and the official sign-up sheet. So lots of links. Peruse at your leisure. So in this readathon, each team represents a prominent city within the Italian Renaissance, and we're all working to build up our cities to be the best by reading books in different categories of prompts. And there are 4 teams, which each have a team genre and also each have a different way of earning bonus points in a specific category of prompts. So let me introduce the 4 teams. First, we have Florence, which is being led by Danielle from Danielle Reads, and their team genre is fantasy/science fiction, and their eventual team bonus is going to be in the art category. Then we have Rome, which is led by Martine from Just Martine. Their team genres are horror, mystery, thriller, and their eventual bonus is gonna be in the civics category. Then there's Milan, which is being led by Bailey from Is Bailey Reading, and their team genre is romance, of course, and their eventual bonus will happen in the scientific prompt sphere. And finally, we come to me. I am leading Team Venice this year, and our genre is literary fiction / general fiction, and our bonus, once we reach our first wonder, we're going to get a bonus in the economic category. So that bonus I'm talking about happens once we reach our first wonder. This year each team is going to build 3 wonders: a sculpture, a painting, and a building of some kind. So once we reach our first, which is a painting, we will get the bonus. And wonder points work the same as last year, where they are the average pages per person. So once the average pages per person on the team has reached 1,000, that's our first wonder. And then once we reach 3,000 pages per person, we'll get a second wonder for our sculpture. And then again at 7,000 pages per person, we can build our third wonder. And the bonuses for the second and third wonders are things that only Lizzie knows. So you're gonna have to play to find out. Before I get into the points categories, I want to just tell you about some of the other changes that Lizzie made to the rules this year, and I think it's going to make for a really fun round. One thing that's different this year is that your total score is not the sum of the points you have in all 4 categories, it's the average of those 4. So it's going to be a little bit more important to try to keep some of those balanced. Another change is that you can receive a team genre points bonus for every book you submit, regardless of what category it goes into. Another mathy change is that the points you earn for each book you submit are weighted by how many pages it has. So bigger books are going to actually inflate the points that you earn, whereas smaller books are going to shrink them. And the details of that are in the Google Doc linked below and also in Lizzie's announcement video. The final major change, which I think is really fun, is that instead of fighting battles this year, the way the teams compete is going to be through showcases. So once the average books read per person on the team reaches 3, and every time it increases by 3, you can propose a showcase in which you compare your own scores in one of the 4 categories with that of another team of your choosing. So that's another reason that it's going to be advantageous to try to keep all of your scores high, because the loser will lose points and the winner will win points. Math. And the showcases will happen at the same time every day, so there's at least going to be no more like scrambling to get everyone to vote like in the middle of the night or whatever. No more panic voting. Okay, now let's talk about the categories. First of all, the art category. This is yet another change, which is that all graphic novels do have to be submitted to only one category. This category of points is the graphic novel one. So any graphic novel you read and submit, you're going to get 2 points for that. automatically. And then you can add as many of these prompts to that as you want, and each of the additional prompts are worth 2 points. Next, we have the civics prompt list. These are pretty similar to last year and it works the same. You can use up to 3 prompts per book that you submit. Next, we have science. This works the same as it did last year, being kind of a flow chart where you can use 1 book for 2 prompts, but you have to go in order from smallest to largest. So first you have to use one of the 2-point prompts and one of the 4-point prompts that is connected to it. So you have to kind of follow it downstream, if you will. And then your next book, you're able to read, again, one of the corresponding 8-point prompts and then a 16-point prompt, but they all have to be in a line downstream. And then once you have gone all the way to the bottom of the chart, you have to go back up to the top. And finally, economics. This is the economics board, and the way this works is that you move along the board based on the last digit of the page number of that book that you just finished. So if the book has 285 pages, you're going to move 5 spaces. The space that you land on is the number of points that you get. So if you land on a circle with a 5 in it, you're going to get 5 points. If you land on a circle with a 20 in it, you're going to get 20 points. You can use the shortcut to go across the lake only if you land on the circle that's right before that little line. And you can choose to use it or not if that is your final resting place on your next roll. It's not a roll, your next read. And once you reach the end of the board, you just collect 8 extra points and go right back up to the top and continue on your way. And the bonus that my team's gonna get for this, once we get our first wonder, is that we can use any of the digits in that final page number to be how many spaces we move. So for that 285 page book, we could move 2 spaces, 8 spaces, or 5 spaces. Okay, that's everything I wanted to tell you. So I'm hoping I'll see you over on the Discord. That's where all the strategizing and also where the points updates will happen. And of course, make sure you check out the links below. I hope I see you in the Discord, and I hope I see you in the Venice team chat, because I don't want to brag, but my team last year, Rhodes, was I think the chattiest team. We had so much fun in there, and I plan to have just as much fun this year. So if that sounds good to you, I'll see you in Venice. Okay, bye.